They got married too young, but divorced too late. Go from starving 1 minute to too much on their plate. Heartbroken, hard-working, lines on their face, just a hoping and praying they don't go to waste. Still learning how to play the hand they've been given. God knows I'm right there with them, leftover women.
Being single, have been encountering and dating, but in reality, this is my reality. This is my reality. All the good men have gotten married in their 20s and 30s because they're good men.
If only women in their prime knew what their names would be, if they didn't defy the laws of nature, they'd spend their 20 years differently than they do now. They wouldn't chase bad boys with tattoos, party and drive du Carazel and focus on starting a family. We can say with certainty that no matter what men and women achieve in this world, the basic and undisturbed laws of human nature remain unchanged. There are certain things that were meant to be, and no matter how hard men and women may try, in the end the truth can only be what nature intended for men and women, their functions and the way they live. Statistics, data and research are useless to modern women. When you read their online tirades about how older men prefer younger women, or how they would like to be alone, you might think they are crazy. They think we are talking from an ideological point of view, which of course we are not, but they are misinformed. Guys are incredibly simple creatures who just want to be loved, admired, and respected. On the other hand, women constantly expect the best from every man. Despite all the talk about equality, they are not trying to achieve it. The average woman wants a tall, handsome, rich and attractive man. However, he usually does not work and improve his inner beauty, personality and character. Ultimately, what is inside ultimately manifests outside, and in 99% of cases this leads to the entitled and ungrateful person being self-centered and demanding that a man grant her every wish for the rest of their lives. Interestingly, feminism suffocated women while freeing men. Why? Women are disproportionately represented in underrated jobs, they know the harsh realities of the labor market and, most importantly, they are terrified of aging. Although this last statement is quite telling, it is difficult for most women to accept it due to social conditioning. Schools, the media and the entertainment industry actively urge women to postpone marriage and start a family, while encouraging them to pursue other goals such as education, careers and even multiple partners. By the way, the word partners refers to casual flings and one-night stands rather than long-term relationships. Social conditioning is extremely damaging and powerful. Modern women who fall for this will go to great lengths to protect the beliefs they hold dear. In fact, they just combine it with the information they have received from institutions, important personalities and multinational corporations, with no regard for the pleasure of women. They're conditioned for instant gratification. They want instant happiness, instant wealth, instant this and instant that. They want perfection in men. While they bring almost nothing to the table except perhaps themselves, women in their 40s who are single and focused on their careers receive the most unhappy person award despite earning nearly $1 million a year. They are not satisfied with their lives, and they are not satisfied with the way the women's newspaper has collected information. Conversely, the happiest man is a married man with a respectable job and a wonderful partner. A married man aged 39 with one child, a part-time wife and a family income between $150,000 and $250,000 is also considered the happiest person, according to the same article. Isn't that a clear difference? Isn't that something we can all learn, especially these women? The fact that this woman's magazine confirms what we already know about women left behind is telling. Even if the story doesn't take into account single guys making so much money, women are unhappy than ever. As a result of the struggle for women's liberation, especially in the personal and financial spheres, modern women are free to express their opinions about intimacy, revolution, prostitution and the freedom to be free from stigmatization. mgtow doesn't even invite such women into her life. They just don't invite women at all. The paradox of women's falling happiness between 1972-005 and 1972-005 is an actual phrase used by economists. Women's happiness has decreased significantly. These ladies don't know what they're talking about when they discuss patriarchy and male privilege. Men are useless and women can do everything themselves. These are just a few phrases from the new religion known as Vosism they used to recite on their early broken records. We don't need any men. I have the right to choose who I want to sleep with. Men are bullies, etc. Modern women who chose a profession over marriage in school are disgusting, intolerable, and poor dating candidates, because they're so predictable in their thinking. They've been given the myth that they can climb the corporate ladder in their 20s, have a successful career, have a few guys hit on them, and finally settle down in their 30s, even though they believe that it helps them have decent savings and get to know themselves better. However, the truth is different. Women spend too much, live paycheck to paycheck, and have so much emotional baggage that their ability to be a couple is permanently lost. They turn to antidepressants and other legal drugs like alcohol and cigarettes in their 30s and early 40s and have trouble finding a man who really wants them as a partner. However, this does not mean that men do not pay attention to them. Some men will want any woman, no matter what type they are. She becomes more masculine the more marriages and children she has. If I had to sum up the way the other women think, I'd say that ideology triumphs over biology. They mock guys, demonize them, and treat them with utter contempt. Here are some extra facts in case they still need them. When women have more than 10 intimate partners and their desire to marry a man is little more than a last try. Mating is virtually impossible, and research indicates that it likely contains the DNA of several guys. Let me put it this way, would you want some other guy's DNA in your baby? A person will always be shaped by the environment of his family. A woman may be more damaged than a conventional woman brought up in a healthy home. If social conditioning is combined with a lack of a good mother figure or the presence of a promiscuous, cut or toxic mother, it's like stepping back in time, golden times. If you ever meet conventional women, they are unfortunately not very common, even if they don't behave that way or don't have any leftover traits to do so. Women and modern women as a whole desire to be treated as traditional ladies. They probably never understood the meaning of the saying that you can't have your cake and eat it too. Even self-respecting women are aware of this terrible reality and openly admit that they would rather be correct and dominant than happy. Other women are postponing having children, like to impose their ideals while preaching the gospel of tolerance and freedom, and feel oppressed simply for being women. They rarely admit that being a woman is much more beneficial than being a man. Modern women went to great lengths to capture and possess the essence of power that they believed would bring them happiness. They climb the corporate ladder until they are 40. The need to raise children, settle down, form loving relationships with men, and be great moms was something they learned far too late. Now that they've been exposed to so many feminist theories, they can't even admit that they should have followed the rules and lived their feminine nature. Conventional gender roles may be accepted by women in the future as they learn how satisfied they can be. All that was left to do was wait and watch. What do you think? Let's talk about it in the comments. Thanks for watching, noble men. Show us your love and subscribe to our channel and support us by liking and sharing this video.